Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second and very short. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mon. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing. Gonzalez is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready. Shot. 17. Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Lions had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On the ball.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Here we go.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Ready. Ready.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Good. 52. Yellow. 1. Ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On 2nd and 9, Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On first down, here's Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mon. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mon. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there's things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here we go, set. Ready?
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
This is fielded at the 7. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Red cycle.
Bond looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Come on, set. Black open.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Striker, 3-3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mon going to throw it. They shakes him off. Under pressure, they got him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
No ready. Ultra.
Back to throw. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now a give here to Pollard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And connecting here with DJ Sharp.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. DJ Chark, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. They're going to look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, here's Mon. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, go check right.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some room to work. Touchdown, Detroit. Tony Pollard, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Mond looks to throw on first down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cook now off the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mond. He's going to get this one down to Cook. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mond out of the shotgun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mond. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Ready! Double 38. 52 blaster. Ready?
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make the punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go off when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
On second down, it's Cook again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Mon. They're going for it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Minnesota.
43 rail. Right two. Hey, man.
Here's Mon. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Now an option play on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Cook now off the read option. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Right 60.
He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Cook now off the read option. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
On the double. Ready?
They'll run left with Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's a big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
Mon looks to throw.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning point. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
They go back to Pollard on second down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 157 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Here's Pollard again. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Run for Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now third and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Lions are going to win this game. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you have to